discussed about the connections and file transfer, how we are going to transfer such things. Only now the in that module 5 we have the Swagger file generation. This is the pending, right? So what is mean by Swagger file basically? So basically the Swagger file is nothing but the definition of the particular endpoint. Okay. Raza, you are with me, right?
Yes.
So Swagger file is nothing but the definition of the particular endpoint. For example, let me see something I have created here. Okay, let's take login API. Okay, so the reason why we are creating a Swagger file is, see, we can able to trigger the CDI tasks through the CAI. Okay, that means that we are exposing the CDI assets through an API, but you can't expose any endpoint in the CDI directly. We don't have such feature. So that's the reason. So Informatica provided the way to expose any endpoint in the CDI mapping.
Endpoint in the CDI mapping.
So yes, why? So for example, in the CI, as already discussed, CI is the real time, right?
Yeah.
And 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 see, to use the CI, you need to have a IPU conceptions and all. So you can't directly use the CI. Okay. So instead of that, so if there is a requirement, only the requirement in the CI, which where is a complex APIs you need to use and all. So in that case, we will go with the CI, but very limited way when you want to use an APIs, right? So what we follow is like we'll follow CDI. That means like we are triggering one endpoint, API endpoint through the CDI by creating the Swagger file and the REST v2 connection. Okay. So basically, if you see, right, so it's very simple. Okay, you can you can add this one. So this is one example one. Okay, let me zoom out. Okay, zoom in. Okay, you can see right now.
Yeah.
So it's nothing. So what is happening? So this is one login API. Now I want to use this login API in my CDI.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm doing? See, this is the endpoint. I mean the base point.
This is endpoint means Informatica endpoint or
Yeah, basically this is the point. Okay, this is the base URL we call it as,
okay.
and this is the path. Okay, base path, I mean with this, and the API path is the login. So it's, see again, to just give one clarity, this is the part of the developer, not a administrator. Since you are admin, you need to know what those developers are coming and doing in the administrator. Okay,
Okay.
this doesn't mean that they can come and do whatever they want. So they need to answer you whenever you have some questions on topic. So you can't go and ask question blindly, right? So what is mean by this and all?
Mm.
So what we will do is like, so we'll create like this. I mean the developers will come, will create their Swagger files. So this is the Swagger file generation. Okay, Swagger file generation. So they will provide all the required details in this Swagger file. Once they save it, right, it is a one time save, you can't edit it. Okay, and any developer can't edit it. So we can download it. For example, I was using this, so I am downloading Swagger file. So if you see, I got the one downloaded file. So if I open that file, right, one second. So I have my login. This is what the Swagger file. I mean, Swagger file is nothing. It's like a definition of the URL endpoint which you want. See, what are all the so this is my host name, and this is my path, base path, the API path, and I'm providing this something. These are, so what they will do is like, you need to place. So not all developers will have the secure agent access. So what developers will do, they will just create a Swagger file in the administrator, and they will share that Swagger file to you to place that Swagger file in a secure agent.
Where we will place?
in the secure agent. For example, let's see, now I have info agent. This is my secure agent. Okay. Now I am placing that file, exact file.
I'm a developer and I share you the Swagger file to place it. So first of all, I
Yes.
need to ask that what is this Swagger file for?
Yes, you can't place it since it is like a secure agent server. Right? You can't place it blindly. You need to know what they have done in this Swagger file. Okay. So that's why just to you as to understanding you, they created the Swagger files. You can go through what they have done it. Okay. What they have done, for example, they used this is the Informatica path. So no need of worrying on all. If it is any third party applications path, you need to ask like why you this is required like that.
So, but where they will create the Swagger file? This is in your desktop, right? They share you the
No, no,
file.
no, no, no. This is IDMC. This is IDM. If you see administrator, in the administrator only, we have one more section called Swagger files creation. Okay. They
Okay.
will come and create here. Why the Informatica provided here Swagger files is like, see, Swagger files is commonly the Swagger file is nothing but the definition of the endpoint. Okay. So definition in the sense, so what are all the parameters you are using for the particular endpoint? If any request body, what is the request body of it, structure of that request body? If any out response, what is the structure of that response you are getting? So such all such information will be present in the Swagger file. But Informatica has its own structure of Swagger file. So
Mm.
that's the reason Informatica is allowing us to create a Swagger files within the Informatica, and so that we can reuse that Swagger file as a REST v2 connector.
Any gap I need to worry about on the Swagger file? Any gap?
Nothing. Since it's completely rely on the developer, right? Nothing. Most of the, for example, if I am a developer, right, I might have the secure agent access since it is like a development environment, right? So I might have access, I can place it. But yeah, if it is like a prod, right, so you need to know they don't have, even no one has the secure agent access to the prod except the admin guys. So you need to place this particular Swagger files where, I mean, where we have configured on role. So like that. For example, see, now I downloaded the Swagger file and I placed my Swagger file in my secure agent path, right? So what I
Okay.
will do now, so even these connections also, I told you, right? This REST v2 connection also developer will do, because since they only generated the Swagger file, they will also take care of this. But if they will ask you, right? So we have directly REST v2 connector which Informatica provided. Okay. So you can just give the connection. For example, that is a login REST v2 REST v2, and I'm selecting my secure agent here. My secure agent is Balamashok. Authentication, I'm standard, and I don't want any authentication. Now see, this is what the secure agent path. So what I will do now, I'll take this path and I will add the file name .json. If I do test it, right, so if my secure agent is up and running, so it will test connection will get successful and developer can reuse wherever they want in the CD my pipelines and all.
Mm.
So this is how we are going to create the REST v2 connector. For creating only REST v2 connector, we are creating a Swagger file. That's it. Okay. There is a dependency between the REST v2 connection and Swagger file. Without the Swagger file, you can't create the REST v2. You see, that is the
REST API is the
mandatory.
same REST API.
Sorry,
What is REST V2? V2 is a version 2 or something?
version 2. So which Informatica is providing? REST API version 2. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that, we are going to use the Swagger files, and that's how we are going to create the connection of REST v2. Fine, right? You are clear now. Any doubts, Raza?
Yeah, sorry, my net was disconnected.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So any doubts, right? You are clear with the Swagger file and REST v2 connection. If you see, my REST connection is got successful.
That is fine, but the Swagger file, okay,
Mm-hmm.
basically it is nothing but the definition. of the endpoint. That's
Definition
what
of
you
that
mean.
endpoint. That's it. Basic. That is not. Leave it about Informatica. General meaning is like that one.
Hmm.
Okay. So we are going now. We are going to use this connection in the CDI pipelines wherever we required. That's it.
Okay.
So this is how we are going to create the Swagger files and the rest V2 connection or not.
Hmm.
So hope you are clear now.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
How
if I
many
go
Swagger
to the
files? These are
sorry.
the connections, right?
Yeah, these are
These
the
are the
connections.
connections you are showing me.
Yes, these are the connections.
Can you go to the REST API? Sorry, Swagger file. Sorry, you can hear me?
It's nothing if you see, right? This is the host name we provided. Okay. Base path, this is what we defined. And the API path is this one. Okay. And I'm providing the application JSON as a header and content type. Okay. And
Okay.
this is how my session ID, I mean, this is the response. I will get the session ID, type, name, parent, or some organization details and all.
Yeah, but
So this
session
is
ID is not required now, right?
not required. I mean, this according to their use case, they will use it, right? It's not only for the session ID and all. Now the module 6, which is nothing but the asset management and schedules. Okay. So yeah, this will go to step by step. Okay. It's very simple, nothing else. So first, the project setup. When you get the new environment, all these services you can able to see, but these are not provisioned. Okay. Provisioned in the sense you need to go, you need to configure the settings and all. So for example, this is the very new environment. Okay, which is one of the client, so they are yet to provision. Let me show you how we are going to provision. Okay, so for example, if it is like a data governance and catalog, I won't provision it. I will show you just when we get the new environment how it is visible. Okay,
Hmm. Okay.
see, it's seen that nothing else, so it's asking just yes provision.
No, no. Can you come again because my internet is disconnected.
Yeah,
Hello?
so I was going through module 6. First topic is project setup. Okay,
Yeah.
project setup, nothing but so if you get the new environment, very new environment,
Which is
okay.
data
So
governance and catalog.
it can be anything. Just I'm
Okay.
showing the example, okay.
Fine, fine, fine.
It
Yeah.
can be anything. It can be
Okay.
anything. It can be any of the services. Just I'm showing the example. You got
Okay.
this is the new environment which you got, but
Hmm.
project setup nothing but see for example now I want to use the data code. Now one developer need to use the data governance and catalog.
Okay.
Before using, you need to provision it. Okay, so since it is very new, nothing is displayed. It is asking to provision it. See, just thanks for your interest on data one. The service is not provision for your organ. Would you like to service provision to your own? It will take several minutes and all. It might take half day also based upon our licensing and all. So like
Hmm.
the you no need to do anything. You just need to click on yes provision. That's it.
And then it will start running.
Yeah, it will take some time so that backend all the I mean required files will get generated or
Hmm.
from the Informatica server, not in our server. Okay,
Hmm.
Informatica server required files will get generated. What are all the things to be used by us, and if there is any out of the box assets, right, those will get auto generated.
Okay. Okay.
So this is how we are going to set up the project. For example, since I don't have the MDM and all, okay, I will just show you if this is my, for example, if this is my new environment, I can able to see customer 360, product 360 and all, but you
Yeah.
can't use it without provisioning. Okay, so you need to provision in the business 360 console to use all those microservices.
Got it.
Okay, so this is what, so it's very simple. Okay, you no need to do anything. You just need to do S provisioning and proceed it.
So this is the project setup.
Yeah, nothing. This is the project setup. When you do, I mean, when you click on S provisioning and all, so backend some out of the box asset management asset details will be there. So those will get auto generated and all. That's it.
Okay.
It will take some time. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is one time activity. Project setup is like nothing but one time activity. Okay. And viewing dependencies. This is also one of the important thing. Viewing dependencies in the sense, see, for example, if you want to remove one of the connection, or it can be, let's take, if you want to remove one of the connection. Okay. So now I want to remove this AA SQL Server source SRC. So I can't delete it. See, if I directly delete it, confirm delete, it won't delete. It will see that. So used in replication task, there is a one dependency on it. Okay. So to view the dependencies and all, so if you come over it, there will be three dots. There is directly one option called show dependencies. If you go to the show dependencies, so you will able to see where it is uses by Abhinav and where it used by what are all the assets.
So you are
So
checking this
this
is
is
uses of the assets.
used by particular, yeah, particular connect. It can be anything. For example, now mapping, right? If I want to see this mapping dependencies, okay, I can see the mapping is used by two connections, uses two connections and used by nothing. So that mapping is independent. It just used the two connections. So you can't go, for example, if you have mapping, right? You can't go and check each and every mapping like that.
Yeah,
Correct, right?
right.
Opening and seeing what connections it is used, what is the source of that, what is the target of that, you can't go on it. So that's
Mm.
why we have an option called show dependencies. So we can come, we can see if particular asset, what are all the connections or what are all the dependencies between the each assets and all. So that
Can
it will
you
help us
show
to,
me again? Because I missed the first part where
okay,
you go to this screen.
it's nothing. Okay, see, it can be any asset, that's what I'm telling. Let's now, I took just an example of the connections. Okay, this is just example, you can use anything. So if I take the connection, if I take something like let me take my own value. Okay, so just okay, so let's take something. Okay, let's take this Oracle C360 Oracle connection. Okay, now I want to see what are all the assets using this connection. Okay, you can't
Mm.
go on each and every asset. That's why we have direct option, like you can go here, you can just click on the show dependencies. It will directly show that yes, this is what that connection uses, this secure agent, and these are the two assets depend on that particular connection. That's it. So
Mm.
you can see that. So it's just like dependencies to see and all. Okay. And assigning object level permissions and user level permission. So it's also, I already shown you, again I'm showing. See, we have all these projects, right? So number of projects available here. Let me zoom out here.
These are the business entity or
No, these are some projects, folders. Okay, folders which they built by some developers and all. Okay. So for example, now
can
let's
you
take
click on the all project? What are the list of value there
which one?
on top all
All
project? Yeah.
project. This only folders only will come, nothing else.
Ah, okay.
It's like shortcut. Okay, shortcut. You can see if you
Mm.
want to select from here also you can select. That's it.
Okay.
So now, so how I can able to define the assigning object level permission and user permissions. Okay. So object level permission, nothing but if I want to restrict this folder, okay, I can go here, I can set up the permissions. It can be like a top of the users or it can be on the top of groups. This is, we call it as a I mean folder level or project level assigning permissions. See, I developed each and everything. For example, let's take, there is a one folder called WinPOC. Okay. So no one come and should do any changes on top of this folder. So what I'm doing, I'm going to restrict this by configuring the properties, permissions on. I can assign any permissions here. Same as it is, inside that, if you want to do, or if you want to assign the permission on asset level. Now I shown you how to assign the permissions on top of project level. Same as it is, if you want to assign the permissions on the asset level, same permissions we have, you can also assign like this. So this is how you can assign the, or control your assets by accessing or restricting the changes or updates from other persons.
Okay.
Okay, so basically
So
people will take care of the,
can we extract this in the Excel file or CSV?
sorry.
Can we extract this
Yes,
in the
I will show
CSV?
you. I will show you. That is also part of it. Okay, I'll show you. So this is also source control settings. Also is nothing but how you are controlling your assets and all from the here. You are with me, right? So
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
understand what is the project setup now.
Project setup is
So
okay. One
hmm,
second. Project setup is okay. View
okay,
dependency is fine.
okay,
Access object level
these two.
permission,
Hmm,
this is fine.
okay.
Source control setting. What is that? Source control setting?
Yes, I'll show you 1 second. So yes, source control settings is nothing but, see, I'll just yes. So these source settings control an asset schedulation and migration. Okay, just I'll tell you, just understand. Okay, first,
Hmm.
what is, if you want, you are done all the development in the dev environment. If you want to export from one environment to another environment, okay, there are two ways. First way is like very simple. For example, now I want to export particular asset. Let's take this one. I want to migrate this one to, we have a code migrations from lower environment to upper environment, which is nothing but dev to UAT and UA to production, correct?
Okay.
So how you are going to do that migration? There are few ways. First way is like very simple. Now see, I have this business entity. Now I want
Hmm.
to do migration this business entity from dev environment to UAT. It is like direct. You can go to particular asset, under the three dots. There is like a export. You can see, right, export.
Hmm.
If I click on export, it will go and show all the dependencies. Okay. See, these are all the dependencies of that particular. If you don't want to export dependencies, if you want to export only that asset, right, you can just click and check this one. If you want to export the dependencies, you can check this one. Now, if I export it, see, it's showing, it will be exported. It will be preparing one file. Okay. One zip file.
Okay.
You see, it is in progress. Export is in progress. One zip file it will prepare. So once it is completed, right, I can able to see that one. Once it is on progress, but let's wait for.
So it means you can download any business entity.
Yes, you can download any business entity.
So can we have a restrictions on the download for the business?
Sorry.
Can I manage the permission?
Yes, you can manage in admin level. See, now it generated one. I mean, it exported. So it exported in the IDMC server level. Now you want to download it. So there is a direct download option. So once I click on download option, so one zip file will get automatically downloaded. Okay. So I'll show you that zip file. So this is what that zip file. Okay.
Okay.
So now I exported from the dev environment. Now I need to import to UAT. So
Okay.
how you are going to import is like same. Let's assume that this is only my UAT. Okay.
Hmm.
We can directly just export. We have direct option on the right side. Okay. Import.
Under the
Okay.
business entity or where?
It can be anywhere. Just if you can go to explore, that's it, projects. If you
Okay.
just go to the projects, there will be a import option.
Hmm.
If you see on the right side of my tab system.
Yeah.
So just click on import, choose that file. So now I'm importing that file. So that zip file I selected it. Okay, that's it. It will show, yes, this is what the file you are going to import it. That's it. And you can see by default location will, what is the default location in the dev, it will show. You can change it according to your vision or location. And this is how I can do the import. If any version issues, right? For example, your dev version is low, or I mean, the IDMC will keep on upgrading, right? So if there is a version issues, you can do a test also before directly importing. See, my test is successful, so that I can now import into UAT on production like that. Okay, I can just import it now. It will go on import. See, if I click on import, it will go and it will see that it is in a progress and it will import it into there. That's it. So this
So,
is the one way.
yeah,
Yes.
carry on.
So one second, Zara.
Okay.
So now I see that this particular got imported successfully. So this is how you can
Now you can see
export
in the
from.
export this
Yes, I
customer.
can. Yes, I can see it direct. See, my imported got successful. This is my business entity.
Yeah,
So
but in the,
since it is already, see, for example, you are migrating it. Okay, you are not creating a new one. See,
mm,
UAT in dev you have already code. The same code is present in the UAT, but you in dev you have done some more development on top of it. That means that that's same code you are want to migrate it to existing code in the UAT. So it will override it, overriding the existing project. So that what are the code present in the dev, now it will be overriding with the UAT code. You got it right.
yeah.
So this is how you will do the export import from one environment to another environment. Okay, this is the one way. So this is how direct option like asset, this migration, import and export. Okay, now the source control setting. So this means same the import and export you are doing before that. For example, you are doing the testing. That means that it should be logged. For example, in asset level, it should get logged. So this is what the connection. Okay, if you see there is a one check-in checkout, we call it this as a check-in checkout. To use this we should have a licensed. So here I don't have license, that's why I don't have this check-in checkout. So what is this mean? So once the code is checkout, that means that you can't able to edit it. If you want to do any changes or if you want to edit it, you need to again check in. So this is how we are controlling the assets.
No, I did not get this
You,
point.
so yes, I will tell you. Okay, so now you can able to see one toggle right
Yeah.
here. So this is called check-in checkout toggle.
Okay.
So that means that this is a licensed. Okay, that means
So this is
now
available in all business entity?
no, no, not only for this is not for business entities, top of all the assets.
Okay, at the project level.
Yes, project level, not in project level, asset level. This is the projects. Okay,
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
and let's take something like CI. Okay, so this is the asset level. Okay, what I am doing now, I am doing checkout. Checkout means you are telling that my development completed, I'm checking out, so that I no one can come and touch it again. If they want to again do some changes on it, they need to again check in. You got it? Are you still in?
Actually, this is my first time I'm just reading this, so I'm still confused. You went to
It's
CAI,
it,
yeah?
no, not
So,
see. Leave it about the CI, CDI, and all. Okay, it
uh,
is on top of all the assets. All
okay,
the
top.
assets. It can be CDI, it can be CI, it can be anything.
Hmm.
Okay. See, you are administrator. You just need to know like, see, this is one of the asset. One developer came. He completed all the development. and he's telling that I checked out it. Checked
Hmm.
out in the sense I done it and I given you. Okay, now that means that he completed his development work and given you.
Hmm.
Now tomorrow he need to come, he need to do some changes again.
Hmm.
So before doing the changes, he need to check in again.
Okay.
Means that there is a control on that each asset level, right? It's not directly I am coming, I'm doing updating some changes
Hey,
and going.
I
It's
got your
not like that.
point. I got your point. Can you
Yes.
show me from the Explore? Go to Home, please. Click on the
Okay.
Home. Yeah. So
Yes, I
now
was
I'm
on
the
home.
home page. Okay. Here, okay,
Hmm.
go to the Explore.
Okay.
Okay, in the
Okay.
Explore,
Mm.
okay, so it is okay. This is the first window under the Explore.
Yes.
These are
Yes.
the different object you have.
These are the projects or
These are the
folders.
projects. Sorry, yes, these are the projects. Under this
Yes.
project, let's say I will go in any of the project.
Hmm.
Under this project, you have the assets.
Sub project, project, you can subfolder, you can call it.
Okay,
And inside that folder, these are all the assets.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
So this is how we are controlling the all the assets. So which is nothing but source control
Okay,
settings.
if someone is asking me how many assets you have, or I need to download it, which I am seeing in the screen. Can you go to the screen, please?
Yes. So there is one more. There is a one more which is okay, which is asset management CLI V2 utility. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now what is happening? This is nothing but just you need to know what is the information about what are all the assets present in your environment.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's nothing. Okay. Informatica already provided. So let's take, okay. This is the Git which Informatica directly providing the link. So it's
Yeah.
showing that you can go, you can download this IICS v executive file, IICS executable file. Okay. You can download this file
But
and
where I get this link?
this Informatica will provide you. Okay. Or in online only directly you can get it this one.
Can you show
Just you
me?
need to,
I can get this because you have already this link, right?
it's nothing. It's show, let me tell you, okay. IICS asset management CLI. Okay. Just that's it. You will get the asset management client utility.
Okay.
It is open source. Okay. Anyone can come download it. So what Informatica did is like Informatica placed all the file supporting files in one GitHub. Okay. This is what the GitHub URL. Just if I click on that one, it will go and show you all the files. So if you see, there are like a different files. One is for Linux, one is for Linux 84, 86, 64 on Mac, Mac again, Windows, so like that. So you can just open it. There will be one ISAS executable file. You can download that file. You can download that file. See, I just clicked in, it started downloading it. It
Okay.
will go and download that executable file. That's it. Okay. Once you download it, right? So you can place anywhere. So what I did now, I placed in the, let's take, I placed in one of the folder called info agent. So this is my that executable file.
But why we are
Now,
doing this?
sorry,
Why we are doing this?
you, why we are doing is like, I will tell you the reason behind the why we are doing is like, see, I don't have any access to IDMC. You are an administrator. Okay.
Okay.
You need to know first if anyone can, since I am a business analyst. Okay. I want to just know all the assets available in the IDMC. Come all the assets. It can be CDI, MDM, anything. I
Hmm.
just want to know information of all the assets. You can't go, you can't make it note down by exploring each and every project, right?
Yes. Yes.
So Informatica given one utility, which is nothing but, so this one. So I can open the command prompt here. So I just already saved this one command. So this is This is the command. So it's nothing. Okay. So this is what I'm telling that this is ISCS one. List it from the region US, providing followed with my username and password, and place those asset details in the this folder, which is in a log level information.
Okay.
If I click it, it will work. That's it. So wait a minute. So it will start exporting it. That's it. There is nothing. It will just list down all the assets. You are asking, right? How can I list down all the assets and all?
Yeah. But okay, then where is the Excel
So
file? It's list down in the.
yeah, it will just list down. Since my pod has a issue, some issues, I can't able to list down. If you see, right? Let me see with another one. I'm not sure, but yeah, just a simple command. Just execute it. It will give all everything. So no, sorry, my pod has some error issues. But yeah, this is how you are going to. It's very simple, okay, and very rarely usable. Since as admin, you just need to know there is one utility where I can get some asset information directly without logging into IDMC, something like that. Got it right?
Okay.
Yeah. And yes, so we have one more called creating a schedule. Okay, this is your admin main work, one of the main work also, which is nothing but you are creating some specific schedules. So we
Do
have
we have
direct
any
option for.
option? Do we have any other option to download this all the utilities, or only one way you can download it?
There is only one way which Informatica is provided. That's it. And that too with this very rarely usable. Okay, since it is like external code, right? Some executable files. So no organization will allow you to run these files and all directly. So very rarely usable almost. Since just for information, I just given you this one. That's it. So if I am a client, right, I have like more secured on my secure agent. Okay, high secured on my secure agent. So if it is that much secured, why I will allow all the additional utilities into to add into that secure agent?
Yeah.
Correct, right? So that's why it's very rarely used and all. Okay, we no need to worry about such things and all. Just you tomorrow, if anyone can come and ask you, right? Since as admin, you can also suggest them there is like a utility which Informatica is providing. We can reuse that utilities like that. Okay. Yeah. Now let's come to the scheduling. Okay. So scheduling. So scheduling is nothing but like where you are, I mean, creating a one period or time, blocking some time to telling that this is the schedule where assets can use this particular scheduler and run those assets in a, I mean, assigned task or configured time and all. You got it right. So for example, CDI there is, CI there is, and there are few jobs. Okay. So what you need to do, you need to run daily basis. Okay, so you can't come every day by 10 o'clock and run it, right? So since we can create a one schedule telling that, okay, this is the schedule, just assign this schedule to particular job. That's it. That job will run in the created schedule and that's it.
So okay, let's create one schedule, please.
Yes. So it's not simple. So if you just go to here, I'll just give some test 9 p.m. schedule something. Okay. I'll just give schedule. That's it. Okay. So I'm telling now time starts when you want to start it. So I can start it by exactly 9:25, something like that. Okay. And you can define the timestamp also, which is timestamp you want. Okay. Let's take something like Dubai and repeats. You can repeat it daily, monthly, weekly, hourly, and minutes also.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. If you click the minutes, you can configure the how many minutes. For each 5 minutes, you need to run it. And it can run whole week. If you don't want to run in the Saturday and Sunday, you can disable these 2. Let it run weekly 5 days. Okay, and time range you can select it. So
Error during this
sorry.
automatic running schedule. If there is any
Mhm.
error, where do I see
So
the
yeah,
error?
that what developers will do is like they will configure some error catchings and all. It's not like directly keep on running. So whenever there is any error comes, they will be assigning some schedules and all. Okay. If you want to assign on admin level itself, you can assign it. How to assign it is like, let me complete this. I will tell you how to assign that one. Okay. Since we are in this page, I will complete. So now I can define the time range also. So for every 5 minutes in all day, or if you want to keep it in specific time. Now for morning 9 a.m. to evening 9 p.m. you want to run it like that.
And these
Okay.
schedules should be matched with the downstream schedules as well, right?
Not
Let's
like
say
that. Not like that.
then because let's say if I schedule
Mm-hmm.
9 a.m. to 10 p.m. one
Mm,
batch, okay,
mm.
but downstream to downstream.
Mm.
So our downstream is let's say Oracle, and it's
Okay.
scheduled before 9.
Okay.
Got the point? So before 9 for its downstream. So there will be a problem. So it should be synchronized. Let's say the new data will be scheduled 8 to 9, and then
Mm-hmm.
the Oracle will schedule from 9 to 10 to its downstream.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if this we can consider during
Yeah.
the
See, that's all our custom schedule. These are like a created by us only, right? It's nothing. So you can create n number of schedules. For example, for Oracle, you need to schedule it for 9 p.m. And let's take another source system, which another downstream called a Salesforce. You want to schedule that Salesforce for 10 p.m. You can
yeah.
create another schedule.
Hmm.
That's it. You can create a number of schedules. There is no restriction on creating only this. Only few number schedules only need to be created. It's not like that. You can create a number of schedules.
And I can create n number of schedules, and one schedule can be assigned to multiple business entities.
Yes, it can be assigned to multiple business and multiple jobs. But
Multiple
for
jobs.
one job, only one schedule can be assigned. Just okay.
What is limitation here?
No, I'm telling you can assign this schedule to n number of jobs.
Okay,
Okay,
but
and
one
for
job can assign only one schedule.
one schedule, right? If you want to assign another job, if you want to assign the same job, that developer will take care how he is building his code, how capable it is. But for us, okay, we created one schedule as per your request. We created one schedule, you can use it. He want to create another schedule for another process, we can create in another schedule. That's it. That running and all, that developer will take care how they configure this exception and all. That's it.
Hmm.
That's it. You can save it. You can start using the schedule. That's it. I mean, developers will start using the schedule.
Okay.
Okay. If I can save it, business hours is equal to the business start selected. Okay. I'll just give it. So that's it. It got you. Now people start can using. That's it. You can edit it whenever you want. Yes. And you are asking one more, right? How about the notifications and all? Correct, right? If
Yeah,
you see, right? If you see, if you come to organization, okay. If you come to organization, if you see I am in organization,
yeah,
now I have option to configure my notifications and data integration service. Correct.
correct.
Now I can configure. For example, I can provide my email ID, asking to send the emails when fails, when any job will get fail, right? Automatically, then that particular job details will come. This is the job got failed, and those information will come to your uh, email. If you want to get the success also, you can configure same email. You can configure a number of if you want to get email notifications for
So
warnings
what is
also,
the
you can
best
configure.
practice? Best practice is only failures will be configured or warning or success as well.
Yes, basically see there are two ways. Okay, first, if let's take okay, if as an administrator you need to know all the jobs information and all. Okay,
Yeah.
if you want to get that information, you can configure your email for this all these three, so that it will be under your control, that you can able to come and directly tell that okay, this particular job got failed
Mm.
since you got a notifications and all. But most probably what people will do is like people will create their error log, I mean error catches and all in that solution itself. Okay,
Error log.
yeah, so that they won't worry about that. But on top of that admin level, so you can monitor or you can get to know informations by providing configuring these notifications. That's it.
No, no, but Ashok, you tell me that people will create their own error log.
Yes.
Who are the people?
So
The business will create.
developers. For example, let's take small job. Okay, MDM job is running, but MGM, see, you don't care about which job. As administrator, you don't care about the which job got failed. If you get information, you will intimate them like this is got job get failed and all. But for the developer, they need to be very careful about which job and why it got failed. Correct, right?
Mm.
So that's why what they will do is like in their solution itself, they will keep error catches and all. If there is any error catches, if they want, if they require any notification for that error, they will configure there itself. If they don't want, they will ignore it. It's up to, that's the reason. It's up to requirement level. That's it.
Mm.
So as a best practice, when we talk about the administrator, right, admin guy, so what they will do, if it is a production, leave it about the dev and UAT. If it is a production, so they will maximum they will configure these notifications so that they will get to know the job status and all, right.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, so that's how we can control. I mean, we will have control on these notifications and all. And yes, I shown you how to schedule, how to import and export it, right. Now it's like a bundle management. Bundle management is nothing but Informatica is providing some bundles, okay, add-on bundles. So in administrator, we directly have option on to add some bundles. Okay, these bundles are also some few of them are license based. It's not like direct open to use it.
Okay.
So it depends. Okay, you can see what are all the available bundles for this organization. Okay, if you want to use it, if anyone, it's okay, it's up to their wish. Okay, if I am the developer, I'm working on some data quality rules, so I saw some, there are like some data quality core bundles are there, so I can come and I can directly import it. That's it. See, copy bundle to the content, it will go on copy to the particular folder which I will create, select it. That's it.